Hi guys, my name is India and I'm here today with Kay, who is one of the founding team members of Growing Naturals. And today we're going to talk about energy and sleep and what you can do to improve both of them.
Great, cool. I am fortunate to be here with India in staying safe at home during this time. And we just really feel strongly that energy and sleep are really critical right now. Our energy is being taxed. We have a lot of people who are becoming homeschool teachers to their kids, get zero break. This is 24/7 that these parents are on who have younger kids. Fortunate for us here, our kids are teenagers and college and they're doing their online school, but I know so many of you out there are really being taxed with energy. We all need to improve our immune system and our antibodies at this time, very key, and we need to fight off depression. This isn't our typical time that we're going through, and we need to kind of fight all of this off. Not only do we have products, but we also have advice from our in-house experts who unfortunately couldn't be with us today because we are isolating ourselves here at our home, but wanted to share with you our products, AM and PM, and some of the tips to help with energy and sleep. So
Great. Well, I put together some questions to
help me.
Yes, to get started. So firstly, I wanted to know, what do you think is the most misunderstood part about improving energy and sleep?
Okay, so first and foremost, this is easy. Energy and sleep are intertwined. You can't get good sleep if your energy during the day is verschlocked and you're not able to find your energy during the day can affect your sleep can affect your energy. So it's a cyclical thing, they're intertwined. Another factor that is misunderstood is that protein is actually a key ingredient that can help both energy and sleep. And then another factor is overeating. We're
Guilty,
all guilty, at some point or another of overeating. And though that's another factor, it can make you feel sluggish during the day. It can cause your body to be burning what's in your stomach, not other things in your muscles and fat, etc. when you're asleep. If you go to bed on a full stomach, it can change how your body processes the fat in your body. So overeating also is another factor that can affect your energy and your sleep.
Okay, great.
Next question.
Next question. Why is it so important in this season, at this time of year, to be consuming protein?
Okay, so those of you probably have heard, protein's made of amino acids. Amino acids are the building block for our body. We always talk about the effect on muscles, but we don't talk about the fact that protein is also the building block for all of our other systems within our body. So one of those systems is our immune system, and protein is a key building block for antibodies, which are key to our immune system. So that's one reason. Another factor is that protein is one of the key factors for helping us feel full, which can help with the overeating. Combination of protein plus fiber, absolutely. Plus protein can also possibly aid absorption of some other nutrients too. So there are a handful of benefits there.
Okay, great. So as we can see, we've got the AM and PM here. It'd be great to know how and why these blends were created. I don't know if it's back to front. This is the first time
we're trying
lifting
to
it this
figure
way.
this out.
I know. So yeah, as I just said, it'd be great to know how and why these two blends were created together, and kind of what the story of, I guess.
So we're here at our home in Los Angeles because this is where Growing Naturals is headquartered, and we have a team, not all located here. We're different locations around the U.S. Of food scientists and dietitians who have come together to create a formula that fits our Growing Naturals line of our mission, of what we are based on. Here's the thing. We all in the morning make choices. Am I going to have a protein shake? Am I going to have a coffee? Am I going to take my vitamins? Am I going to eat a healthy breakfast? Do I have time? How much is this going to cost me if I'm going to pay for all these things every day? You know, Starbucks alone, I sometimes get coffee, sometimes tea. Not always in the mood to have both a protein shake and a coffee, so sometimes I have to make a choice. When I go and I stand in the supplement section at my local CVS or Rite Aid, I've stood there and I've gone, holy cow, there's so many choices. And how do I make these choices? And do I really want to be swallowing a handful of pills every morning? I don't know about you, but it's sitting in your stomach, you know, consuming pills, etc. As my
if it was just a blend, it would make my life easier.
Exactly. Yeah. So we believe in making things easy, and the idea that one scoop, no pill swallowing, making a choice between them, and no paying $30 a month for this and $50 a month for that and $20 a month for this, and it all totaling up. For a month, you can just get one of these and get everything that you need and not have to make a choice. And you can consume it in different ways. You don't have to consume, if you're not in the mood for a cold drink before you go to bed or whatever, guess what? You can make this hot. You don't have to in a mug. I don't know if you've seen me do that because I think it's after you're asleep. But sometimes
I go to bed early
in a mug. And then I've actually also mixed the AM into oatmeal.
Okay.
So I can get something warm in the morning. Yeah. I'm not swallowing pills. I'm not making a choice. I'm not paying for all these things. So we came together, and as a team with our quality team who does test everything and make sure that it meets all the standards, in addition to our food scientist, dietitian, everybody, we came up with formulations trying to put the key ingredients together at efficacious doses. Big word, efficacious.
I know.
Does it work or doesn't it?
What does that even mean?
It's like to put it in here and for it not to actually work, you know. So for instance, the caffeine that's in here, it actually is a blend of green tea and coffee bean caffeine, and it's 100 milligrams. That's effective. That is equivalent to a cup of coffee.
I did see that on the canister. I was reading it earlier. I was like, that's really fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a coffee drinker in the morning.
Yeah. So we made sure that it works, that it's got all the ingredients it needs, that the ingredients meet our quality standards, and we came up with this as a team, and that is how we are here today with this.
Awesome. So the next question about these two is, how are these like your other Growing Natural products, or is this completely different to what you guys usually do?
Okay, so usually Growing Naturals has pure pea protein, pure rice protein. And the reason for that is because if you buy a blend and it has more ingredients than you really want or need, how do you pick out ingredients? You can't, right? So for people who like to custom blend, who want to know and control everything that's in their protein shakes, etc., and want to use protein for baking, etc., our pure rice and pea are perfect. For people who have very specific dietary needs, etc., the pures work perfect. These are the first blends. They're benefit blends. They give you a particular benefit.
So can you bake with these ones?
Yes, you technically could.
I like making the pancakes. That is...
Yeah. So
I do that with the chocolate pea protein.
Yes.
It's so good.
The pure ones are absolutely the best for cooking with.
Okay.
But yes, you can mix these into different things. I was thinking we need to maybe try some morning muffins with
I mean, if we have to do it,
we have to do it.
I've become a baker in this quarantine.
And on gnrecipes.com, we do have an extensive list of recipes. So you were asking me about how these are the same or different. So that's how they're different.
Okay, understood.
The way that they're the same. Always we are vegan. Always we are gluten-free. Always, we are allergen friendly. We don't have gluten, soy, dairy. No, we want to be all inclusive. The other factor is that they're always non-GMO project verified. We want everyone to be rest assured that we are not working with any plants. Everything's plant-based, but none of the plants are GMO.
Okay, great. And who would you recommend is this blend is best for to take?
Basically, anyone from teens to elderly, you could do this. Seriously.
Okay. And so I think we kind of touched on it already, but and again, just making choices in the morning on breakfast and what you eat. Why would you say that the AM energy is better than, let's say, a bowl of oatmeal or an egg on toast, or why would you recommend this over that in the morning?
Okay, so first of all, we are not promoting not getting nutrition from Whole Foods. That is the number one way that we should get our nutrition. The beautiful thing about protein powders is that they help fill the gap. In reality, we all need, depending upon your size, your activity level, etc., from 50 to 150 grams in one day of protein every single day. Reality is, do you truly get 20 grams? If yours say, I'm based upon my calculations, I should be getting it about 75 grams a day. If I ate 3 meals a day, that's 25 grams every meal.
That's a lot.
In breakfast, I'm not going to get 25 grams from an egg and a piece of toast. So this helps fill the gap. So we're not saying you have to replace, but we are saying if you are looking for energy, if you want to curb your appetite until lunch, if you want to get your multivitamins, if you want to get your caffeine, your protein, fiber to help fill you up and help you get through till lunch, this is great either in addition or as a substitute. And mix it up. This is not a you have to do this every day kind of thing. This is a mix it up, do it on the days that you need that extra punch, etc.
Yeah.
And you know, I'll do this and I'll have a little something. Like I said, I mix it into my oatmeal. So I'm not saying not to, but those things like toast and oatmeal tend to be higher carb if you're watching carb. Egg has cholesterol, this doesn't. Some whey proteins have cholesterol, this doesn't. So
yeah. And so if you are going to take it, so I think there's options here. You can take it like instead of having, let's say, eggs on toast, or can you take it kind of like mid morning, like morning tea, sorry, before lunch? What time is the best time to actually take the
really
AM
good
energy?
question. So in our office, we have a fully stocked kitchen, and you can see people coming out and making their AM shakes around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, depending on how early you have lunch. I know it's not AM; it's a little deceptive, but it's because it's all flexible to your lifestyle. So if in the morning you had whole food nutrition, you didn't need this in the morning, it's actually really great to use it in the afternoon. It's a great pick-me-up. It's a great opportunity to make it not do stupid snacking
So
in the
technically it doesn't have to
and
be
pick up-
AM. It's technically not. Okay. See.
So,
That's good
yeah.
information.
So, good-
But if
really
that's the
good
question, I would know.
yeah.
So next question for you is, what is your top tips for improving energy and energy levels?
Okay, so in addition to AM energy, and also that, I'm going to actually refer to some of my notes because these are tips that have been written up on our website by our in-house dietitian, Scarlett Full. And I want to make sure that I address a bunch of these. So one of them is getting quality sleep, because if you woke up refreshed, it's going to be easier to
100%.
instead of having to take 2 steps back and boost your energy up. If you can wake up refreshed and just maintain your energy, it's a lot easier. Second is eating a healthy diet. The whole foods that are high in vitamin B can be very key. You know how lethargic you can feel after eating a high carb meal,
Oh, yeah.
etc. If you don't go exercise after that, it can lower your energy levels. Eating at regular intervals, not eating one or two large meals, but instead eating smaller meals.
Which I've never done this one. I've never been good with the smaller. I like the bigger, like, you know, 2,
Yeah,
3.
go for the
Yeah. So that's a
so
good
this
point.
is
Yeah.
okay. So this is going to be your challenge, and then I'm going to check in with you that this helps
Okay.
your natural energy levels. Upping your protein intake.
Mm-hmm.
So not only does protein help with maintaining a healthy weight, etc., building muscle, etc., it can help you feel full.
Mm-hmm.
It can also help regulate your blood sugar when eaten with a meal of carbs. So the idea of putting chicken on top of your pasta, if you're going to do it, but if you're vegan, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Eating, it can help regulate your blood sugar if you eat a meal that's high in carbs, fat, or protein, and then you intake, if it's high in carbs and fat, if you eat protein with it, it's going to help your blood sugar level and help you process everything better. The next one is exercising regularly. We know how this makes us feel. It can increase your energy level. There have been a couple of studies. So one of the studies showed that if at least 3 times a week you do 20 minutes worth of exercise, 3 times a week, 20 minutes, that can increase your energy level on a constant basis. Second thing is, there's a smaller study that was done that showed that if you just get up and walk for 5 minutes a day, so if you work at a desk, etc., you can walk for 5 minutes, and then you can that will also help. Another one is enough vitamin D. Vitamin D actually can help with your energy, and we know people who are in cold winter places, a lot of overcast, don't get enough vitamin D from the sun. So coming out of winter right now, particularly important to get enough vitamin D. And that is one reason why these products also have a fair amount in them. Another is, believe it or not, staying hydrated. This one surprised me the most, that your hydration level is connected to your energy level. Exactly. So it can affect your mood and your energy levels. That one was a new one for me. Yeah,
but I just feel it's always being hydrated. It's always like an important part of like somebody's diet or lifestyle.
They're saying basically if you drink at least 3 bottles that are 17 ounces, that'll get you.
You know, I don't understand ounces. What's that in
That's right. Yes.
I speak a different language.
This is the Aussie London side of the family. So
language. I'm always like, what is that? What's that measurement? But I think it's like 2 liters. I don't know if that adds up a day. It's a lot.
Yeah. Managing stress levels. I know that can be a hard thing for everyone. So what we recommend most is short meditation sessions, just calming your mind, noting your breathing, etc. And the meditation can be listening to music, it can be just going to a quiet place, but stopping and breathing.
Are you doing it now? It's like kumbaya moment. I need to do the meditation.
Okay, this next one you're not going to like.
Oh, not drinking alcohol?
Limiting it.
No. I'm not into this. I'm not doing
Just
it.
limiting, not cutting it out. Just limiting.
Okay.
Okay, we'll work on that one. Maybe.
Skip that one.
And then lifting your mood with music.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that.
That's another one. Yeah, crank it in the car when you're driving to work, or as soon as you wake up, set your alarm to really good music or something like that.
Yeah.
By the way, we have, I think, a couple comments. Any chance you can see that? Your chance to see.
I'm like leaning forward. Oh no, it's actually Growing Natural saying enjoy 25% off.
Ah, yes, we have a 25% off.
That was not
offer.
Yes, Hey actually couldn't see.
Sorry, I'm blinded by the light. Yes, I am.
I mean, it is.
Okay.
It's pretty popping. Anyways, next question for you was so we've talked a lot about the AM energy. And now I would like to ask about the PM and what the benefits are. Because for me, I mean, I can't imagine myself taking something before bed but maybe you can tell me how it tastes really delicious. And I
But do
can get it
you
home.
eat something before you go to bed? After dinner? Do you eat
Rarely.
anything?
I mean, if there's a brownie lying around, maybe I'll have a little bite of that. But no, not typically.
Okay.
No.
So you just touched upon something. So a brownie lying around is chocolate. You might get a sweet treat. One of the benefits of PM is
Is it sweet?
it's sweet and it's chocolate, but it
Delicious.
has nothing that will keep you awake. Only things that will reduce your stress, etc. So you can get a chocolate fix without the calories and sugar.
That's good.
Exactly.
Can you
So-
you mix it into something else? Like,
Yes, you could.
okay, like you can make it into like a mousse or something. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. So that's our second challenge. Is we're gonna come up with a chocolate mousse recipe.
Oh, so good. I've
With
done
our
that. I've done
limited
that with the
ingredient
pea.
resources.
Yeah, I've done it with the pea protein before. It's really, really delicious.
Okay.
Your husband
Cool.
loves it. Loves it.
So, okay, here's what I'm going to tell you about PM Restore. First of all, yes, there's protein, less protein than there is in the AM, and there's fiber. The two together, remember I said, can help curb your appetite. So, if you do snack at night, it can help with that, okay? There are no negatives to taking protein before you go to bed. Our body synthesizes the protein that's been consumed within a 24-hour period. So it doesn't matter what time you consume it, any time between when you wake up and you go to sleep is the window of opportunity you have to consume your protein for that day. Once that day is done, you have to start all over again. But your body synthesizes all the different protein sources and the amounts. So the goal is the total by the time you've gone to sleep.
Okay.
Okay, so that's another factor. The other thing that's in here that I absolutely love is the sleep blend. Okay, not everybody's the same. Some people have problems falling asleep, some staying asleep. Some want to use things that are more natural, etc. Guess what? We have it all in here. So our
What's in it?
our scientists have put together a blend that is L-phenylalanine, L-theanine. These are amino acids. 5-HTP, melatonin, which
Yeah,
are
I was going to
both
ask about the
very-
melatonin. How much?
It's a small dose, but the
But then it's
idea
got everything
is
else
that
in it.
it's got everything else. So
Yeah.
if you do high doses of melatonin, you still could supplement with more melatonin if you need a higher dose. But basically, for those who don't know, melatonin is naturally produced by our brains, and it tells our body it's nighttime and it's time to go to sleep. It's a trigger that tells our brain this. So that's one of the reasons why you need to not have your lights on in your room. You need to be in the dark, etc. Is because
Who
we
has
need
their
to
lights on in their room when they go to
tell,
sleep?
People do. They
That's
fall asleep to the TV. They
Oh,
fall asleep
I know.
with the light
I know
on.
one of
They
them.
fall asleep with the blue light of their phone right next to their head flashing or whatever. But we also have in here chamomile and lemon balm. So common in teas,
Yeah.
etc.
Camomile's like super calming.
Calming, stress relief. So we recommend taking this at least an hour before bed. It helps with the whole de-stressing and the calming, etc. There's no caffeine in the dark chocolate. I know sometimes chocolate can have caffeine in it. This is a dark chocolate that does not have caffeine in it. It's also high in iron. As much as 6 cups of raw spinach, the amount of iron that's in
Wow.
here. Vitamin C, as much as 1 tangerine. It also has in it, so it has antioxidants in here also, E, C, etc. So
I'm like super excited to try this
so
one.
that the antioxidants help help reset our body for the morning, etc. So if you've de-stressed and calmed and not snacked and gone to bed on a full stomach and you wake up feeling light and happy and refreshed, it's going to help your energy. Again, the intertwined cycle of good energy, good sleep, all intertwined.
Yeah, which was kind of the next question as well, which was how kind of important is that connection between sleep and health?
Incredibly important. Sleep is connected to so many things. It's connected to a good sleep connected to depression. It's connected to One second. I just want to make sure I'm. Oops. I want to be accurate on this. It's. Oops. Weight gain, decreased brain function, and it affects our immune system. Our sleep affects our immune system.
Yeah.
So this is another really important factor, is getting good sleep right now. It's not like we got to be anywhere.
That is facts.
Although, you know, many of us are still working or still taking classes online, still have to set an alarm, but...
Or sitting on our phones to some silly hour looking at stupid stuff.
So setting a schedule of when you can and can't be on your phone is one good thing. You know,
which we discussed last night.
Time.
Yeah, we were looking at our phones to see like how much time we spend on our phones every day. It's actually frightening, and it tells you which app. So that can be very distracting when you're in bed, being on that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So some of the tips for improving sleep, which that is included. Exercising actually can help you, but not exercising within a couple hours of going to sleep. Also, I know some people take pre-workout formulas, and those typically have caffeine in them, so working out at night is, I will also tell you that there are studies that show that consistently working out at the same time, within a certain window of time, actually is a habit of people who maintain their weight best. So they did a study of people who are able to lose weight and keep it off, and sticking to a time of day of working out.
That makes sense.
So if you're a morning workout, an afternoon workout, a lunchtime workout, a pre-dinner, a post-dinner, but the key to post-dinner is allow at least, there are people,
There's
time.
post-dinner people out there that
Well,
work
yeah,
out.
you're busy at the office and you can't, get sooner. So, another is getting on a sleep schedule. So saying, okay, my time to go to sleep is 10:30, 11:30, whatever it is, pick that time. But, tell people, I try to be in bed by. Pick a time and try and stick to it. Obviously, there are going to be exceptions to it on weekend nights once we're
allowed to go out again. I'm living for it. I'm in bed at like 9 p.m. these days.
Okay, you're not going to want to hear this one.
No, God, okay, hit me with it.
Okay, in addition to energy levels,
yes,
also affects your sleep. Watch what you're drinking.
I'm sorry.
I know.
This is not fun, okay?
I know. It's a reality check,
I think I sleep like the best out of everyone.
And how's your energy?
My energy's really good.
Okay, you defy all odds.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm like
want to find out how old she is? In her 20s, in her 50s. There is a difference in how we all react to it all. Okay.
This ring light is just really working.
Establishing a calming bedtime routine. So, you do this, you do that, you do this. And one of the key things, don't get into bed too early before you actually want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Don't get into bed more than max an hour before. Interesting enough, also laying on your back closes up some of the air passage in your lungs. So if you're having congestion or factors going on, it can be better to be either propped up or actually sleeping on your stomach with a pillow under you, believe it or not, to help open up your lungs.
There's so much I need to change in my life.
Drinking calming beverages. This
like
is one of those.
Whiskey
which
or
I
wine?
said.
Oh, no, like this. Oh.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to just say this. I think that if you put a little shot.
I'm in. No, only because actually we do this. Jeff does this. The Baileys.
Yes. So we Jeff does not do dairy, and we found an amazing almond milk Baileys. Oh, so good. Yes,
not here
and
to
it heats up
promote
really
that.
nicely. So, just saying, a little bit of Baileys into a mug like this. I will tell you that this blends, that this works out best if you make it first and then you heat it. So I find just throwing it in my Ninja blender with a little bit of almond milk, I blend it, I pour it into a mug, and then I stick it in my microwave. So I'm thinking when you pour it into the mug is when you pour in the Baileys before microwaving. Just saying. Okay. Disconnecting yourself from your electronics. I'm not even going to go into this one. It's too big a subject, and I don't want to preach this one, but it truly.
I'm not sure I like that. Like
you do disconnect.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, good. 100%. Okay, so part of disconnecting is your phone plugged in with the sound on? Do you set the do not disturb on? Where you can say who can get through. Or if somebody calls, you can set it that if somebody calls 2 times, it'll ring the second time. And you can tell people who
I didn't know that. Because sometimes I should reach you.
But there's a do not disturb on them also. So there are ways to do it without. I know people who actually plug it in the bathroom. So I don't know. And use a separate for their alarm, something else for their alarm. Smoking. I'm not even going to go there. Just don't smoke, please. That does affect your sleep. Nicotine is a stimulant. End of story. And it kills you. Make your room sleep friendly. Okay? So, blue is a very calming color. Not having projects sitting out that stress you out and you're looking at going, oh, I've got to do that. Declutter.
Yeah.
Clean space. Soleil, our middle child, OCD, if her bed is not made and everything clean, she can't go to sleep. It's her calming thing.
Yeah.
And those are our top tips.
Okay, awesome. And another question, and we had kind of touched on, if you've already had dinner, why would you then want to have more protein? Like, if you're kind of full or something, is it still...
Again, take note of how much protein you've had that day. You could do a half scoop of this if you're, already over your daily protein. But what are chances that you truly are over your daily protein?
I've never counted my protein. I didn't know. Like you said, you need 75.
Yeah, I need 75 based upon my activity level, my weight. Those are the 2 key factors. Even more than gender, etc. Those are the key factors. So there are protein calculators that you can go on to figure out how much. I know that there are people who believe that we don't need as much protein as I say. All I can suggest is that you try it both ways and see how you feel. I found personally that when I consume more protein, I eat healthier, I make better choices, and I see more results. Don't have to go to the gym. The results can be that I don't lose muscle mass, okay? If I'm not working out, I also don't want to go backwards. Aging. Every year we lose a couple percent of our muscle mass. Once you get over, I've heard studies over the age 30 or over the age 40, we start losing muscle mass every year. So we have to fight to keep it. So even if you don't work out at all, consuming protein and making sure that you get your max amount, I see the difference. I see the difference in how much sag I have in my arms, in my legs, etc.
Chicken wings.
And because I go from periods where I'm more toned and less toned, and I can keep my muscle mass longer and better the more that I see and feel the difference when I make sure I get enough of protein. There are protein calculators you can download, nutrition trackers, etc. So it just really can make a difference.
So the kind of last question for today is, what else do you need in the kitchen to mix with this? I think we've touched on it a little bit of some ideas.
Right. So I personally love unsweetened almond milk. Is my I have some that's original, some that's vanilla. That's my go-to.
Is it sweet enough?
And the unsweetened chocolate almond milk also. Yes, this is sweetened up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do the unsweetened in the house, so that's what I have. Yes, this is sweetened up. Now, the people ask about the sweetening from it because there's 4 grams of sugar in the PM
It's 5 in
and 5 in
See, I
the
looked at
morning.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
I was thinking I
exactly.
It's not bad. It's not high.
So yeah, so the main source is organic cane sugar.
Okay.
So we looked at various sweetening factors and came to the conclusion that this was one of the healthiest sources when you are looking at 4 to 5 grams of sugar in a product at a time. I do though like a half a banana in the afternoon with my AM, if I do it in the afternoon especially, because I find that little sugar pick-me-up will get me, in addition to the caffeine, will get me through to dinner and beyond. But the spike you get from sugar is shorter, which is better in the afternoon than in the morning.
Okay.
So I put it in when I do it in the afternoon. So, and a milk of choice, you could put in a fruit of choice if you want to blend it. In my instance, I like that. I also have put in a scoop of almond butter before if I want it to be a little bit thicker. I've also, with the chocolate one, put in a half of an avocado.
Yeah, I'm all about the avocado
It makes
vibe.
it so creamy.
So creamy.
And
That's like the mousse vibe.
avocado and chocolate, amazing together. Amazing.
What a combo.
Yeah, what a combo. And I have
I'm
to
all
say
about
that these taste freaking amazing. They seriously do. The mocha in this is spot on. The chocolate on this.
I haven't actually
is
tried them,
great.
which is
I
so
know.
crazy. So I'm gonna get involved
Yes,
now.
you're going to get involved. Exactly. So thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. We are going to be back to you with some other tips and advice each week while we are working from home. We had started a couple weeks ago talking about exercise.
Yeah, I need to see our progress.
Oh,
I
yes,
haven't done a video in a while.
we will, but we have been working out. So
Yes, we have.
yes, we've been keeping it up. So I encourage you to post your tips on what you find works to improve your energy and sleep. I can tell you that since I started to use AM, I stopped buying stock in Red Bull. Yes, I'm embarrassed to say that was one of my primary sources, either that or Starbucks. And I have cut all of those costs. I maybe rely on them once a month, and that's it. So incredible cost savings from that. So we encourage you to take advantage of the discount being offered at this time on this page. If you sign up for emails, etc., we can send you future discounts. We encourage you to buy on Amazon. That is where you can get some of the best discounts. But we do, at this time, still sell on our website also. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will be back at you again with more helpful information.
See you
Take care,
guys.
be
Everyone.
safe.